Hello guys, this is Greatdictator. This is a video for the Dawn of War 2 beta, obviously, and I'm gonna talk a bit while these videos show. So as you can see here, before you start out each match and such, you can choose one of three commanders for each faction. Each faction has one offensive and one support commander, as well as one special commander that's right there in the middle, such as the Space Marine Apothecary or the Orc Commando Knob. I like the Orcs the most. They're, for one thing, they're one of the more funner races in the entire Dawn of War universe. Mostly because they're dumbasses, but they're violent dumbasses, and that's the best thing about this universe. You can be dumb as a rock, and you can still have fun. But anyways, basically what the gameplay of this game boils down to is Company of Heroes with the Space Marines and Orcs, and Tyranids and Eldar, but you get the drift for the most part. But I don't think I remember the action being as intense in Company of Heroes. I never. Here it's rather quick. Every moment after the first like 2 minutes, and the action really starts to pick up drastically. As you can see here, most of the games will be captured these victory points, and you basically have to drain your enemy's victory points till 0 before the more of these points you hold, the faster they will drain. Resource management is also a bit more streamlined in the sense basically all you need to do is capture a point that provides you with resources. Same goes with power generators, but you have to build those extra after you capture them. As you can see here, they're employing the cover system from the Company of Hero games. Just like also in the Company of Hero games, there's also suppression and the retreat button. Since quite honestly, units, unlike in the first game and the expansions, where they had morale, well, yeah, they basically still have morale, but they seem sort of weaker. This is one of my favorite things to do with the Death Walker. Just burst in through a wall and then put on some pain on them. Oh, that's... wait. Well, sure, there will be a synchronized kill there. Oh well. They got their butts kicked there in retreat, and now it's time to inflict some serious hurt. No, wait, they already did. One of the things I do like about the commanders in this game is that they have upgradable parts, just like in the first one. But in this one, you have sort of a feeling that the commander is now worth more than you would actually think, since basically it can be a really big help depending on what he specializes in. You can either have a stronger attack or a bigger impact, or an accessory that impacts on morale and such. They usually have abilities. The offensive commanders usually have something that causes damage. The support ones usually can build the turrets and buildings and such in order to defend the position, while the ones in the middle, the ones that are special for each one, can be used for what they have, such as the warp spider extract, which can of course blink to locations or warp. Yes, I sort of missed here. He moves at the last second. Here we see Space Marines. I basically like nearly all the races besides the Eldar. I always think they're sort of wusses, since they usually hide in the shadows and such. I'm more of a frontline person. The Space Marines are definitely one of the most on the hand convertible units, since as you can see here, that's a simple tactical marine squad, but I equipped them with a rocket launcher, which will make them effective against vehicles. They also have those big bolter guns, which definitely help in the early game to suppress enemies from taking positions easily or advancing. There's one of the examples, turrets, examples of what you can build with the support or commanders. They're usually pretty good. They can also put in advanced points where both allies and your units can retreat to recharge, so that they're not as far from the battlefield. As you can see, we're getting our asses handed to us. You also, some of these bigger guns, such as the bolter guns, they need some setup time, so they're very vulnerable if they need to turn. So if they get attacked from behind, very effective against infantry. And also those barrels are right close to them. They're not just props, that you can actually blow them up. You can see also that the troops, they level up, which is also kind of a neat. Speaking of leveling ups, every time a battle's over, you get experience points. The more, and you rise in level. The more. Now here's the part. This adds an RPG element to it, since basically the bigger your level is, the more you earn special upgrades for your army, such as your orcs having harder armor when you gain level 3, or or a Space Marine getting bigger damage at level 6. But it all depends on, I think, on which commander you use. Now here's the special commander for the Tyranids. You can basically burrow a hole into the ground. So there, it's like a teleport for Tyranids. Basically, the thing I like about both Tyranids and Orcs, they're a very powerful mixture, due to one thing and one thing only: their sheer numbers. That's what makes them very dangerous. In pure numbers, they can overwhelm nearly any position. Well, what else is there? Oh yes, you can also, if your commander dies, he won't exactly die, but you can revive him if you have enough credits. You can revive him, or if ally commander falls, you can revive him with your commander. So that adds a bit of teamwork as well. Each side has their own special abilities. as in superpowers or however you wish to call them. My favorite one is definitely the orbital strike and the rocks, which you can probably presume from the name is what the orcs use. My favorite race, by the way. So, would I recommend you guys trying this out? Definitely. I only have several problems, issues. I think it's because of my computer or because of the beta. I really ain't sure, but the beta really crashes a lot on me. But you guys should still try it out. Hopefully it won't crash on you, since it's a lot of fun. It's fast paced, and it has a lot of action around it. From start to finish of a match. I'm personally more of a team player, so that's why I play only free versus free. And I'm lazy, so that's where that search system comes in very handy. Well, alright, I'll be seeing you in the game, hopefully. So, try it out.